Now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Moore to the air. Fires quickly. Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Looking to throw on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. It's complete to the left. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half, so they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Fires to the middle. Tight end getting vertical. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, but maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Fires to the tight end. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
The run inside. It's Hansen.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long. And the Nittany Lions racing to the line in the hurry-up. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag. On the run, it's Hansen. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It's fourth down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, that play never had a chance on fourth down. They're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on fourth.
I get it. I understand. The smart, the conservative thing to do is make sure you go into the half right where you're at. Don't give up a big play. But I'm the guy that's going for points. I like to be aggressive.
Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. We start with Colorado taking on the Oklahoma State Cowboys.
Will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
Dante Moore fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Blasted as he lets it go. Complete to the right. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half. This is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Second down, he'll throw it. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Didn't get nearly enough done on third down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line.
You know, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, third and long, you're going to have to push.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Snagged out of the air. Excellent discipline by this defense. They keep everything in front of him, and they make the big fourth down stop.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
With the catch, it's Johnson. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Moore. Got it in the middle. It's Moore.
Slant routes. They're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage, too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
The completion picked up 6 yards on first down, now 2nd and 4. Moore will throw. Grabs it in the middle. Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat him.
Quarterback making checks. Rides to the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Black 14. Black 14. Check, check, check. Red 54 banner. Red 5-4 banner. Right at the end.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Takes it down to the 35-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
But when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10.
Motion.
Quarterback adapting. It's a fumble. And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. They've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Here's Moore to throw. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
It's complete to the right. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
I don't know about that play call, man. Your quarterback's already thrown 3 TDs in this game, Pollock. Let him cook down here.
Yeah, I mean, trying to show some balance, but he has had a great day. I trust him. This is a good situation. I'm going to put the ball in his hands, and I'm going to let him throw this football and get a touchdown.
Quarterback making adjustments. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. touchdown Ducks! Quick strike through the air for the score. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon is trigger men. Not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. To the air, it's Beck. Under fire. Zings it complete to the right.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
The Nittany Lions can really attack on this second and short. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hansen. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Makes the grab. Breaks into the open. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game. But trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass. He'll pull it down. Might have gone into that slide a little early, and he'll be short of the 1st down.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
On 3rd down, here's Peoples. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
Dropping back, it's Beck. Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Get it out on the screen. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Nittany Lions come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. trying to pick up a first down. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, it's Peoples. And they save the touchdown, getting him out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy second down situations with some positive runs on first down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Bakes the grab on the left. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's third and goal. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a...
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Penn State. Ready to try the point after. Oh, how could that happen? He misses the extra point. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Smashes through the tackle. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. One more play to pad the stats. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook. The old kneel down from victory formation. Jordan-Hare Stadium in Auburn, Alabama. First month of the season, teams starting to take shape, find out what they can do, and we will learn more here in Week 3. It's the Kentucky Wildcats and the Auburn Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sideline. Holly?
Hey guys, Kentucky's head coach told me pregame, this team has continued to shine, and he said his message to them in the locker room before the game was, this is our opportunity. They were not ranked to start the season and have continued to play their way into the conversation, but every this season. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Wildcats offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is...
Turning it on! They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Kentucky right back to the line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll run it out of the gun with Baxter. And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Got room at the 35. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that third down.
And that's the extra feel you get with this dude. I mean, unbelievable job dropping back to pass, but understanding third down, I can get it right now. I got a little bit of space right up the middle, pulls it down, runs it straight ahead, and goes and gets the big third down conversion.
Wide open downfield. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. The Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. Going to the run, it's Baxter. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Baxter. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that third down. And now the offense is in an interesting situation.
Good, right down the boulevard. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Man, these late-night crowds are so much fun. They're so into it, so much energy in this building. And the visiting team drives down the field. Tell you what, drive stalls out a little bit, but they quieted this place a little bit by getting 3 and starting this game off on the right foot.
The Tigers offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
He'll try to do it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week. And that play shows you really with this defense.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On fourth down, looking for the completion. He's got him. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But, maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy...
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense has it. They're on the move.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping two hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Motion from the wide receiver. Could not make his way to the corner.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Cobb. He rolls all the way up to the 40-yard line before going out of bounds in this running game, making an impact. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Brown will throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on third and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference.
Makes a grab and room to run. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working, so this defense.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. He didn't see anyone open, said, no problem, I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside and I'm taking it in myself.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 7-3. They took it 71 yards down the field and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Coming out with it, it's Patterson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead down 7-3. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Pulls it in. It's Gilmore. He'll go out of bounds at the 22, methodically moving it away from their own end zone. The Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Motion from the back. Here's a give to C.J. Baxter. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They send the tight end in motion. On first down, it's Baxter again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
It's going to be really interesting to watch Kentucky this year offensively, and I think running the ball is going to be critical. Will Stein now the new head coach, and he brings in C.J. Baxter at running back from Texas, David, a guy that was so highly recruited.
He smashes his way through again, running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Kentucky! He ran through tackles like water through a sieve.
Well, we see the home run on offense, but defensively, we've got to do a better job tackling. You've got to get hats to the football, and then you've got to bring the ball carrier down. Poor fundamentals, poor tackling helped lead to that long touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he capped it off with some swag and some speed with a 73-yarder for the score. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. A run for the quarterback. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
He stopped just short of the 25 at the 24-yard line, but it will be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback keeper. Might have a chance. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Brown wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. He sacked. This defense all over it.
I like the defense there and their mentality. After getting gashed on the ground, they just turn the page and they generate the pass rush the very next play.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Running inside. It's Cobb. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. It'll be 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Got his man. Stopped short of the first down marker, and now they might have to settle for the field goal and maybe tie the game going into the half. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. It's good, and that's going to tie it up.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down.
I love teams that make it a priority to run the football, and they have today. Another good run by this running back. He's been doing it all night, over 100 yards on the day. Really, really good night for this young man.
To the air on first down. Gets it out fast. Runs through a man. He might have space. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
He's got the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Just a quick rhythm throw there, and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progression.
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Brown will throw it. Makes the catch. It's Johnson.
Well, we knew coming into this one the tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to...
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Kentucky spends its second timeout here. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Throws to the wideout. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We start with a look at the Pitt Panthers taking on the Syracuse Orange. And it's Pitt with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And that makes it 2 victories on the season. They're nowhere near their preseason goal, of course. So how they handle things from here will define this program. And now to your game at Jordan-Hare Stadium. What an effective job both of these teams have done running the football. Both have gone over 100 yards, and it's because both have committed to pounding the rock. credit these coordinators with sticking to the game plan. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Pat Dye Field in Jordan-Hare.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Kentucky will boot it deep to get the second half underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. What do they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
Hey guys, checking in with the Tigers head coach. He said this is exactly the type of game he was expecting. 2 solid defenses have made it very difficult to find points in the end zone today. The defenses have been terrific so far, really limiting what the other is able to do. Points are at a premium down here. Guys, you've got to believe that whoever makes the next mistake and has a turnover, that might be a significant change in this game. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Back to you guys.
Holly, thank you. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Using his feet. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this.
Lots of running room. At the 30. Inside the touchdown, Auburn. They take the lead with the 6.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and it shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
He'll bring it out. It's Patterson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Off the RPO, complete. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. They'll give it to Baxter. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. And the Wildcats moving quickly to the line. Now on the option. Now the toss. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
Really good job by this offense, understanding where the sticks are. It's 3rd down and short. The QB makes the pitch, good, accurate pitch, and then he does the rest. Gets north-south and gets the first down.
And the Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The run inside. It's Baxter. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. And he got it so close to that first down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be 4th down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Slips through the line. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Here on the Auburn sidelines, there is some really good things happening. There is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Caught in the backfield. It's Kane. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback may change this route. Brown wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Kane. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover. Pick up the first. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
He fires one deep down the right side. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. The keeper on the option. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. You've got a 3rd and manageable, back up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Hand off for Baxter. Knocked down behind the line. Howard threw one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Rodriguez. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Baxter. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. C.J. Baxter one more time. Got a little grass. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Quarterback on the keeper. Got enough for the first. There he goes. Touchdown, Kentucky. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And this offense runs the option. They didn't need the option. The quarterback does a great job understanding that what the defense is trying to do. He's got space. He takes it. Why pitch it when I don't have to? Makes the big, long, explosive touchdown play for this offense.
Teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with exactly where you want. Open field on the right. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. The Tigers are back on top.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Now, last drive didn't take long, just 2 plays to get it in. And he finished it with a scintillating 28-yarder to the house. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. And now this offense needs a late fourth quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Baxter again. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
Kentucky sends out the punting unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Here on the Tigers sideline, there is a lot of excitement because this offense is outperforming a much higher-ranked team defensively. They know they've got an opportunity in this game with the lead and the ball, but they have got to play clean football right now. Right before they huddle up to take the field, the coaches are yelling, execute, execute. We'll see if they're able to make that happen and keep this lead. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Running inside. It's Cobb. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Brown will throw it. Bringing the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. The Wildcats used the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Keeps it on the option. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Kentucky spends its 2nd timeout here. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
After that incompletion on 3rd and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on 4th down and pad the lead. But if you kick a field goal, you make it a 2-possession game here in the second half, and I think that's the right decision.
Will not get there. A 4th down stop. The offense has a chance. Now 1 possession in the 4th. The run inside. It's Barnes. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. The Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Rodriguez. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. On the run, still looking. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with the lone back.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Wants to fire on second down. Buys a little time. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Now third and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. From the gun, wants to pass. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Offense on the move. A big play there, gets it to the 30.
And, man, that has to be frustrating for this defense. You give up a big play, what do you want the secondary to do? Man, you've got to get pressure on the quarterback at some point. And he kept going. He kept having time to go through. If I'm a defensive back, I'm going right to the defensive line. Hey, bro, can we get some pressure on the quarterback, man? That's unacceptable.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. Trying to run, it's Barnes. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Makes a catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Kentucky.
And it's decision time now because you score the touchdown, you're down one late. Do you want to just kick the extra point and tie it up, hope for overtime? Or do you go for two? Do you get aggressive? Do you trust your quarterback if he has to throw it here to find an open player and give you the lead, even though there is still going to be some time left on the clock?
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do, so tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground into plus territory, and they get him out of bounds at the 41. They used the jump play to cross midfield, and they got it first and 10 just outside the 40. Right back to the well. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. The Wildcats call their third and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. All knotted up. Is free football in the forecast, or can this offense win it here? And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Decisions, decisions, decisions. If you're the quarterback right now, that's the most important thing. You cannot put the football in harm's way. Tie football game, late, but with these timeouts in your back pocket, you've got an opportunity to drive the field and win this thing. You just cannot throw the ball to the other team.
Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Timeout call by the offense, 24 seconds left on the clock. Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Brown wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. Quarterback keeps it. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Back to throw, and he's got to do it here late. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. What will the offense dial up on 3rd and goal? From the gun, wants to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. Touchdown, Tigers! And they've moved out front here in the 4th. The Tigers are back on top.
And that is exactly what you want from this offense. Take almost all the clock, execute, and now go out and take a lead by a touchdown. Great, flawless execution by this offense.
And the point after is good. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He stopped right at the 35, almost found a little room for a big return, and they get him on the ground right there. Looking downfield on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Goes high to pull it in. They'll bring him down as he bulks up those numbers, but not the most important one as they'll come up short in this game. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were